Everyone. It's Mary, the co host of the Kiki and Kibbitz podcast, and I'm here with my 90 days and 900 seconds recap. So, today I'm going to be covering season 5, episode 12, Head Games, which should really be titled in my book, No Te Amo, because there was a lot of things that I did not love, but I did love about this episode. So, let's jump right in. So, Gino and Jasmine, we pick up where we left off last week. They're on their way to go visit Jasmine's mom. And Gino is basically shitting himself in the car because he's worried about taking off his hat. His hat is his surrogate hair, people. Oh my God, Gino, come on. In my opinion, he should just shave off that little patch of hair that's in the back of his head and just go completely bald and embrace it. Embrace the baldness, Gino. There is a lot of hot bald men out there. Just embrace the baldness. Fuck it. So he better not screw this up because if Jasmine doesn't receive her mom's blessing, she's not going to marry him. So let me tell you, Cecilia is beautiful. Now we know where Jasmine gets her beauty from. Cecilia is gorgeous. Queen. So Jasmine's so happy to see her mom, her sister, and she introduces them. And mom's first impression of Gino is he's old, the age difference. So Liz's first impression is, he's nice. But mom is asking all the right questions, people. Gino, why don't you have children at your age? Jasmine, what do you think of the age difference between you two? Fun fact, mom is only a year and a half older than Gino. And I got this straight from the source, Jasmine. Mom is only a year and a half older than Gino, people. So mom is going to ask all the right questions. You know it. So mom points out to Gino that he was Jasmine's sister's age, 18, when Jasmine was born. Let that marinate for a second, people. And of course, Gino answers that age is just a number, and he really doesn't see the big, basically, age is just a number, and love shall conquer all. So I found it hysterical. Cecilia is side eyeing him, and you could tell she's not really feeling him at the moment, but she loves her daughter, and if he makes her daughter happy, he has her blessing. So Gino asks Cecilia for her blessing to ask Jasmine, to marry him. And she basically gives her blessing because she knows that Gino makes her daughter very happy. And that's all that really matters to her is her daughter's happiness, like a good mother. A good mother just, she'll step back, she'll keep an eye out, she'll protect her children, but she will let them live their lives. But step in when it's absolutely necessary. So Cecilia has her eye on Gino, and Gino better not fuck with a Latina mother, because a Latina mother is not one to be fucked with. So anyway, next scene, and they're sitting down to have dinner, and Gino is refusing to take off his hat. And Jasmine explains why, that he's uncomfortable, and the mom is just like, it really doesn't matter. So they survive the dinner. He gets her blessing. Gino is walking on cloud 9. So the next scene, they're dancing merengue. And this is why I fell in love with this franchise in the first place. Scenes like this. I mean, this was not acting. You could see the pure joy on Jasmine's face as she was trying to teach this man to dance. It was fucking hysterical. And she's like, take the stick out of your ass. It's like, I'm trying to turn and you're like a stick. And she was just cracking up. Step on ants, baby. That man has no rhythm, but she loves him for who he is. And, if he makes her happy, I'm happy for them, because whatever makes my girl Jasmine happy makes me happy. So then Gino ends their little segment by calling his brother Tony to announce that he's going to ask Jasmine to marry him, and he fills in Tony about this whole what's been going on so far, the whole thing with the pictures that he sent to his ex, and Jasmine's reaction to that, meeting the mom, and mom's questions and asking mom that's blessing and whatever. And Tony's reaction wasn't exactly what Gino wanted. And Tony's not too happy about Gino asking Jasmine to marry him so soon. And actually, he brought up a good point. If you guys can't get along in paradise, what makes you think you'll be able to get along like every day to day life? But Gino loves her, and let's see what happens next week. Dun dun dun. So moving on, Kim and Usman. So once again, we pick off where we left last week, where Usman tells her who Zara really is. And immediately, Kimberly breaks out into a barrage of F-bombs and yos. And I didn't find the F-bombs as offensive as I found the barrage of yos offensive. So she was originally told by Usman that Zara was a name that he just picked out to represent all of the women in the world. And Usman is sitting there like, I had a relationship with Zara. She broke up with me 4 months ago. She hurt me deeply. And Kimberly is sitting next to him like her brains are oozing out of her ears. Her head is about to explode. She's practically foaming at the mouth. Soldier Boy, you need to read a room, dude. I mean, come on. Your girlfriend of one day is sitting next to you getting ready to explode, and you're like, I just had a relationship, but we broke up 4 months ago. It hurt me deeply. Read the room, dude. So Usman's confused. He's like, Kimberly, we were not in a relationship. So what is the issue? We've only been boyfriend and girlfriend for 1 day. And Kimberly is getting really annoyed that Usman doesn't see that the real problem is that it's not the fact that he had a relationship with Zara, is that he kept the fact that he was in this relationship with Zara while they were talking, because she thought she was the only one that was repairing his heart. And if she would have known about Zara, she would have stepped the fuck back and let him, have his relationship with Zara, and not let Usman cheat on Zara with her, basically, because that's the way she's seen it, that Usman was cheating on Zara with her, vice versa. I don't know, but she was not having it. She flipped the fuck out, and she called Zara a bitch a couple of times, but I give it to her. She apologized on Instagram today for it. Someone that's able to look at her actions and apologize. I give it to you, Kimberly. Everybody's allowed to have bursts of anger and react to things. And, you look back and you apologize. Good for you, Kimberly. So Usman's like, separate ways? What do you mean separate ways? And Kimberly's like, I'm done with this. I'm going home. No more friendship. That's it. I really think we should go separate ways. Get to the next scene, and Slam T is carrying in the gifts, and Usman looks like he is in like pain, like returning these gifts. He's like, here, take this. And Kimberly's like, you can keep the PS5, and she takes the MacBook Pro and throws it in her suitcase. I swear, that was like the funniest thing. I'm like, you go, girl, take the MacBook Pro back. So Usman is not getting the point that he was in this relationship with Zara while him and Kimberly were friends. Because we all know that Kimberly and Soldier Boy were just not friends. So anyway, let's see what happens, because now Usman is comparing Kimberly to baby girl Lisa, which I think it's going a little too far, because Kimberly, she may be a super fan. She may be a little cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, but she is nowhere nowhere in any category as baby girl Lisa. That's all I have to say. So we'll see what happens next week. Kimberly feels like it's all been a lie. This is not the Usman she thought she knew. So let's see what happens. So no Te Amo. No Te Amo, Soldier Boy. That was bullshit. Don't like that. Anyway, moving on to Ben and Mahogany, and no Te Amo at all. I do not love this couple, do not like this couple. I don't even want to cover this couple. So he's a creep. He calls his friend Jason and he's like, she's real, dude. Guess what? She's real. But you know what was weird? She had this apartment that I could swore was not hers. Well, guess what, dude? It was a Sharp TLC Productions Airbnb. We all know this. So his friend is like, Josh, his friend Jason, whatever the hell his name is, like, Ben, did you take a Ben mental moment? That's kind of scary. I would not want to be in Ben's head during a Ben mental moment. That's all I know. So Mahogany, please just speak English. This is like getting annoying. Your Spanish is worse than my high school Spanish. And they're meeting her friends. Friends in quotations. Now, you notice there was two of them, Elizabeth and Angie. Now, Angie, the whole time, I swear her expression was, who the fuck are these people? And why am I here? So Elizabeth is a close friend of Mahogany that was so surprised when Mahogany told them about the age difference. Okay. So Elizabeth is going on. Mahogany asked, I'm sorry, Ben asked Elizabeth, what is one, quality about Mahogany that, she likes the most or whatever. And Elizabeth says that Mahogany is very responsible and one you can count on. And Angie, the whole time, the only thing she said in this whole segment was "see," and she had this expression on her face like, I'm just here for the ice cream. It was fucking hysterical, I swear. So Ben, asked Elizabeth if, Mahogany indicated that he was her boyfriend. And Elizabeth's like, boyfriend? Mahogany never said you were her boyfriend. I thought you were just a friend from another country coming to visit her. And Ben is like, oh, so I'm just a friend. Okay. So Mahogany is like, in her confessional, she's like, I know we talked about marriage during our texting, but how was I supposed to know that he wanted me to be his girlfriend? Yes, we all know this because you were just pulled off the streets of Peru a couple of days ago by a Sharp TLC Productions producer, and you were just hired off the street. So of course, you don't have any intentions on marrying this guy at all. So anyway, the next scene, I don't even want to cover these people because to me, this is such a bullshit storyline. So they go to another town. They drive a ATV to the Peruvian desert. I would love to visit Peru. I would love to drive an ATV through the Peruvian desert. I would not love to be Ben nor Mahogany. Ben is a creepster. Mahogany, in my opinion, is a hired actress, and this is bullshit. So basically, Mahogany says Ben does not take any responsibility for any wrongdoing in his prior relationships, that he always blames another party. Absolutely right, girlfriend. Moving on to another couple that I was rooting for up until last week, Mike and Jimena. Now, all I have to say is no Te Amo, Mike. No Te Amo. And if you guys don't know what I mean, please go check out our special report on our YouTube channel. So Jimena is trying to explain to Mike how she does not Te Amo him anymore. She needs space from him. And love is too big of a word. Like, you don't know that you love someone until you live with them for a long time. So Mike is all confused, and Jimena's like, I don't want you to sleep in the bed with me. You go and sleep on the Lightning McQueen bed, and my boys are going to sleep with me. So he's sleeping on a twin Kitty Lightning McQueen bed on his vacation in Colombia, and the boys are sleeping in the bed with Jimena. Okay. So he's trying to talk to her, and she's basically like, shut the fuck up. I want to go to bed. So he goes into the next room, and the producer has more concern for him than she does, which after you go to our special report, he deserves every fucking ounce of the treatment that Jimena's giving him. And personally, she should get new boobies, a tummy tuck, a BBL, and whatever the hell else she could get off of him. So anyway, then the next scene, he calls his friend John. Remember him from the toy store scene, episode 2 or 3? So John basically tells him in every which way that you could think of, this girl is playing you. You need to get on the next plane the fuck out of Colombia. Like, what the fuck do you mean? You're in a long distance relationship and she needs space. You guys live in 2 separate countries. How much more space can she need? Like, basically, dude, open up your 4 eyes and realize you're being fucking used. But Mikey wants to hold on to one little shred of hope and ask John if his fiance, Nelsie, will help translate, because he feels like, things are getting lost in translation and a human translator is needed. And apparently, Adam the translator was not available. If you guys don't know who Adam the translator is, he's from a season of 90 Day Fiance The Other Way, and he was Brittany and Yazan's translator. And if you would like to check out an interview that we did with him, go to our YouTube channel. So anyway, so he asked John if his fiance Nelsie would translate. So basically, they go to a cafe. He gets Nelsie up on the Zoom, and Nelsie tries to tell him in 14,000 different ways after talking to Jimena. She is disgusted by you, dude. She does not te amo you at all, and you should just get the fuck out of there. So let's see what happens. But you know something? After what I found out about him with my podcast partner, Brianna, check out our special report to find out more. I don't feel sorry for him at all. Jimena, take him for everything you can, girl. Moving on. Memphis and Hamza. So, I don't know. I really want them to work out. I really do. But I just feel like the cultural differences are really going to get in the way. So anyway, it starts off with, ever since she explained her situation with the ex and how she was depressed, that he took over for 4 days just to make sure the kids and her were taken care of and whatever. At first he was very, sympathetic, and he, understood the situation, but now he's not happy about it, which cultural differences. So they need to hire a human translator, because the translator app is not doing, sometimes a human translator is needed, and Adam the translator was not available. And I just want to say something. Adam is a class act. He tweeted, because a lot of people were comparing Hamidi, this translator, to Adam, Brittany and Yazan's translator, and he is such a class act. He tweeted that we should all support this gentleman, that he was doing a great job. And you know something? I totally agree, Adam. Hamidi, now don't get me wrong, Adam is my ultimate favorite translator in the 90 Day franchise. But Hamidi did pretty damn well. I mean, he translated with his soul, his face, and he has a degree in side eye, I tell you, because he kept side eyeing Memphis like, girl, you need to calm down and understand this man and understand that he is not a Western man and he does not understand certain, aspects of your culture, and you just need to calm down. And it was written all over this man's face, and he really, translated with his heart and soul. So Hamidi the translator, 2 thumbs up. So anyway, so they're, trying to talk. And of course, Memphis is getting loud again. Memphis is like, I need to have a relationship with my ex to communicate about the children. And Hamza's like, why is she yelling? Speak calmly. And Hamidi goes, speak slowly. So she's like, I need to. I mean, it's like, whatever. So Hamza's like, I'm going to get. So first, Memphis tells Hamza, I'm going against a lot. I'm going against family, some friends who don't believe in you, who think that you're just using me to get to America. But I'm going to marry you because I love you. And then Hamza's like, oh, you're a part of me. Come over. They hug, they kiss, and, everything's all beautiful. Get to the next scene where they go to this beautiful city, and I really wish I caught the name of it. Surrounded by mountains, these beautiful ruins, and they start climbing up, right? And he's like, it's big old. He just cracks me up. I love Hamza. Hamza is adorable. Okay, so she's like, is there any snakes here? I don't like snakes. So they get up to, like, this place, and he's like, wait here, baby, just wait here, stay here for a minute. And he goes into, I guess it was a restroom, but it kind of looked like a cave. And he comes out looking like a snack. Oh my goodness. Hamza's hot, people. I'm sorry. So he comes out looking like a snack, and Memphis is like, oh, look at you. You got a little booty. And he's like, yeah, you got big booty. And so they climb up some more. They get all the way up into a cliff, and he gets down on one knee and proposes. And he's like, oh, you are my happiness. Will you marry me? And she ruins the moment. She's like, do I? Do you trust me? And he's like, yes, I trust you. Like, come on, girl. And then she sees the ring, and she's like, oh, the ring is blinging. I'll marry you. Like, so Hamza wanted to surprise her with an in-person proposal because they've been, engaged online for a while. So, they're both excited, even though Hamza's not as excited as, Memphis would want him to be, but they're excited. So let's see what happens next week. Before I close out this episode of 90 Days and 900 Seconds, I just wanted to take a minute. Thank you to all of our followers. Brianna and I appreciate you guys so much. You have no idea. We notice every tag, every message of support, every message of love, and we appreciate and love you guys back. So check out our mic video. We are also doing a Ukrainian fundraiser. We are matching dollar to dollar donations up to $500. Just donate to a reputable charity. Sorry, got tongue-tied for a second. A reputable charity, Ukrainian Red Cross, Be Strong, whatever it may be, and send us a screenshot. Either you could direct message us on Twitter at Kiki Kibitz, KIKIKIBBITZ, or on Instagram at Kiki and Kibitz, KIKI and KIBBITZ. So you could take a screenshot of your donation and send it to us, or you could tag us on either platform. And If you are a Love After Lockup fan, we have interviews with both Indy and her mom, Yolanda the Bounty Hunter, on our YouTube channel. So go check it out. And I just wanted to give a shout out. If you need a audio reality TV podcast to listen to, in case you can't watch me on video and you just want to listen to a audio podcast, I highly recommend People Are the Worst. They could be found on Spotify or on Amazon Podcast, and they are funny as fuck. So I recommend them highly. People Are the Worst, and they are audio. They don't do video, so they're not competing with me just yet. So anyway, let's see, what else did I want? Oh, if you guys are Real Housewives of New Jersey fans, we have an interview with Frank Catania on our YouTube channel. Go check it out. I love Frank Catania. I was blushing the whole time. Highly hysterical. So after you get your fill of reality TV cast interviews, because Kiki and Kibitz has the best cast interviews, guys, go to my podcast partner, Brianna's channel, Brianna's Nirvana. She has all sorts of cool stuff, guys. So you can wind down after getting yourself all wound up with all this reality TV drama. Wind down with Brianna's Nirvana. Meditation, yoga, self hypnosis, you name it. Go check out Brianna's Nirvana. So thank you. Wherever you're watching me, have a good night, good day, good week, and see you next time. Bye.